Welcome back to another predictions video from D&M's Football and FIFA.
Hi guys.
Hi guys. So it's the new format still. It's one game, the game that we think will be the best game of the weekend, whilst we talk about all the other results.
Yeah, and we've gone with Leeds United versus Liverpool.
Yeah, we think that's not the first game of the weekend, but we think it will be the most entertaining game of the weekend. So FA Cup semi-finals this weekend, so there's a lot of teams that we won't be mentioning, but they do have games later on next week, so we're going to talk about the games that are past this week as well, up until next Friday, and then we'll bring you a new predictions video next week with Friday's game from next week on it.
Yeah.
So, as the two teams walk out for the game, I think we should kick off with Everton v Spurs.
Friday night kickoff.
Friday night kickoff, 8 o'clock at Goodison Park.
So it's normally a very good game, Everton versus Tottenham.
Well, the FA Cup game recently would prove that right, I would say. 5-4, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a brilliant game, wasn't it? I actually forgot about that.
Yeah.
All I kept thinking was, I thought the last time we played them was when we lost 1-0 at the start of the season.
The first game of the season.
Was the worst game.
Yeah, Everton played well that day, the first game of the season.
Did, yeah.
I mean, they started the season off very well, Everton.
Yeah.
They tailed off a little bit, but they are still up there fighting for European football, aren't they? So it's quite a big game actually when you look at it that way. I mean, Tottenham are not in good form at the minute. A 3-1 loss against Man United in their last game.
Yeah, absolutely shocking.
Not confidence for 6 really, I would say. I mean, even the draw in the game before that against Newcastle, the late equaliser there, and then losing at home against Man United, to me, confidence is at a very low level for Spurs at the minute.
Yeah, they're not playing good football at all. Even with there was 1-0 up at half time against Manchester United, and it was, there was so much controversy with Son, getting the little tap in the face and going down and whatever.
Yeah.
But other than the goal that we sort of nicked, we didn't really do much.
It's been the same with a lot of the games with Spurs recently. They're not threatening enough going forward at the minute. They'll score 1 or 2 goals in a game, but they don't score many than that.
They've got no creativity whatsoever.
Definitely need a creative player. What do you think?
I think they definitely need a creative player.
I'd say so. Right, so Liverpool have gone 1-0 up in this game after, it must be about 2 minutes, I would imagine, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But we will come to Liverpool v Leeds very shortly. So, first predictions of the weekend. What are you going for?
I'm going to go for a 2-1 Everton win.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to go for a 3-2 Everton win. I think it's going to be a very open game again, like the FA Cup game.
Yeah.
And I just think Everton are going to beat Spurs again. So 2-1 Everton, 3-2 Everton are our predictions. Let us know in the comments what your predictions are for this game and for the rest of the games we talk about really. So let's get into Saturday then. And the first game, 12:30 in the afternoon.
Newcastle United versus West Ham United.
St James's Park. So
I mean, you can't knock West Ham at all.
No, they're showing that they're getting results to show that they belong up there, aren't they? Really, at the minute.
Yeah.
They're flying away with 3-0 leads and then almost chucking them away, but they somehow seem to hang on and get a win. And Jesse Lingard's he's absolutely on fire at the minute. That boy, and he's scoring goals. He's become a very, very important player for West Ham in a very short space of time for him, I would imagine.
Yeah, no, he's turned it on at West Ham.
Yeah.
It kind of looked like his career was going down the pan.
Yeah.
Without mixing my words, completely going down the pan at United. He'd lost his place in the England squad, and but
he was one of the best players at the World Cup in 2018 as well. I think, Jesse Lingard. So hopefully with his form that he's got now, he can turn it back round and be a very important player for England.
Yeah, I hope so. I thought it was a decent signing, to be fair. When West Ham got him,
it made sense. It made a lot of sense.
I didn't think for 1 second he'd hit the grand run how he has.
No, because he's a bit of a, what's the word? Like he's a bit of a social media show off, isn't he?
Yeah.
And you think like, what's he more concentrated on, his social media or his football career?
I think the social media side of things has really ruined, or if not ruined, really damaged a lot of players. It's like Dele Alli as well. Dele Alli, Lingard.
Fortnite, isn't it? That's what does them.
Yeah.
Dele Alli loves a bit of Fortnite. And do you know what I mean? Is he concentrating on that more than he's concentrating on his football career?
I'm sure Dele Alli actually. I mean, I don't know. I read it somewhere. I don't know if I haven't seen him actually say it, but it was reported the other week that he turned around and he said he cares more about his FIFA rating than he does his actual football career.
That just says it all, then, mate. So, Newcastle,
West Ham.
Yeah, I mean, what do we think about Newcastle though? We spoke about West Ham.
Yeah.
I mean, this has got the potential to be a good game in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think there might be a few goals in this. Newcastle, they drew 2-2 with Tottenham. Did they play on the weekend? Just one?
Yeah, did they win?
I can't remember. I'm not quite sure what the score was, but I mean, even the score against, like, let's go back to that Tottenham game from. They were 2-1 down.
Yeah, they did.
Going
They
into the
did,
90th minute.
They beat Burnley 2-1.
Oh, so after that draw against Spurs, they've got a
4
win
points
against.
from 6.
So Newcastle ain't in bad form. So I'm gonna go with a 1-0 Newcastle win.
A 1-0 Newcastle win. Wow. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 1-1.
1-0.
A 1-1 draw.
Yeah, not bad.
Right, so 3 o'clock on Saturday. It was meant to be Southampton versus Crystal Palace, but obviously Southampton being in the semi-final of the FA Cup. Postponed.
No game. So we move on to the 8:15 kick-off, which is Wolves against Sheffield United at Molineux.
I mean,
Sheffield United are dead and buried. They're never staying up now.
Yeah.
The game is over for them. But how are Wolves getting on in the league? Because I mean, the form hasn't been as good as recent seasons. Wolves, has it?
No, not at all.
So it'd be interesting to see where they finish, because I think this is their 3rd season back in the Premiership since they got promoted.
Yeah.
And the previous 2 seasons they've been fighting for European football.
Yeah.
Didn't quite make it, but they were up there with them. And it just seems that this season they seem to have tailed off a little bit, you know. So
yeah, and they're not. It's their worst season since they've been back.
yeah.
They've played 31, won 10, drawn 8, and lost 13.
Well, they've lost a fair few games, haven't they?
Yeah.
So
They were
what's their recent
points.
form like?
Yeah, I mean,
It's not good. That's that
it's not great.
3 losses out of 5 there, isn't it?
Three defeats, a win, and a draw.
Well, yeah, it's not great form for them. So they've got a good chance to improve their recent form in this game against Sheffield United, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like I said, I really like Wolves, and they have been doing well over recent seasons. But you know, as it got stale there, I don't know. Like if they lose against Sheffield United, you know, is that where you look at the end of the season, maybe changing the manager? I know he's done a really good job there.
Yeah.
He has done a really good
He's
job.
been there for a long time now, hasn't he? So
Yeah,
maybe it's the time for a change at Wolves.
Yeah.
What are you going with?
Oof. I'm gonna go for a 3-1 win for Wolves. Yeah.
I'm going to go 2-0 Wolves as well. So both of us have gone for a Wolves win. 3-1 Dean has predicted, 2-0 I've predicted. Remember, let us know what you think the scores are going to be in the comments also. So let's move to Sunday. And the first game on Sunday is a London derby at the Emirates. It's Arsenal v Fulham.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, Arsenal's form ain't bad at the minute, is it? I mean, I think they've they've won quite a few. They haven't dropped many points in the last 5 games.
In their last 5 games, they've got one defeat, 2 draws, and 2 wins.
Yeah.
And that defeat was obviously the crushing 3-0 defeat against Liverpool.
Yeah.
But I mean,
the draw was they managed to retrieve a 3-0 deficit against West Ham. So
yeah,
I mean that for them that would be like a win. So
yeah,
I mean.
Yeah, they've done well.
Their recent form ain't too bad. Fulham have kind of tailed off when it's mattered, though, really, haven't they? It seemed a few weeks ago we were talking about Fulham staying up and doing it comfortably, but Fulham seem to have lost quite a few recently, and Newcastle have got some points on the board in the past couple of games. So
yeah,
I think Fulham now, their chance is it could be going to stay up.
Yeah, no, it's their form recently has been absolutely ridiculous. 4 defeats in their last 5.
Yeah, it's just not good enough.
And some of them games were, when you look at it, they were their winnable games.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean they're slowly. I mean they've still got it there. It's all to be played for. They can still stay up, but
yeah.
They're slowly.
It's becoming an impossible task now, though, isn't it? They can't afford to really lose any more points, and it doesn't get much harder.
I mean, it's
than a game at the Emirates, really, does it?
No, exactly. But then again, you know, we've said before with Arsenal, as much as you know they've not had an amazing season by any stretch. They've had in different form recently. They had some decent form, but it's recent. You know, more recently they've drawn a few, they've lost a couple and whatnot.
Yeah.
But Fulham could nick a result there.
I think if they're going to nick a result, it will be a draw. I don't think they'll get the win.
I don't think they'll win. I'm just saying, like when you look
they could easily get
Arsenal,
especially at this stage of the season. Yeah, I suppose now that it's all it's coming towards the end of the season. Where are Arsenal in the table? They're 9th or...
Arsenal 9th.
Yeah, they're 9th. So they're behind Everton by 3 points.
But they played the game more.
Yeah, so I mean, really, it's a tough ask for them to get European football next season, but there are still quite a few games, and I think they're going to win this one, mate. I'm going to go with a 3-0 Arsenal win against Fulham.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, I can't even try and give Fulham a result, to be honest. I'm going to be a bit more generous than that, though. I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal.
Yeah.
Right, so we move on to Super Sunday. The 4 o'clock kick-off, and it's Man United v Burnley at Old Trafford. So, Man United sitting in 2nd. Their recent form's been quite good as well, I think, Man United. So they're kind of tying up 2nd place now, really, aren't they? What are they? They're 7 points clear of Leicester now.
7 points clear of Leicester, and if they win this, which is one of their games in hand, I would say.
Yeah, because Man City are in the FA Cup semi-final against Chelsea, aren't they?
Yeah, if Manchester United win this game, they go. I know it's the impossible and whatnot.
Stranger things have happened. This 8 points is not with how many games left. There's 6 more games after this one and an 8-point deficit. So unless Man City wobble completely, United would have a chance. You know, 8 points could be made up over 3 games. So.
Amazing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not a massive fan of Man United, and I'm not a massive fan of Manchester City.
Yeah.
But imagine if they'd done the impossible and actually pulled it back and won the league.
Yeah, I mean, it would be one of these stories of
our
Premier League history, I would imagine.
100%.
I mean, everyone had Man City as the champions before Christmas, so it would be a definite turn up. How are Burnley getting on? I think they're pretty much safe now, aren't they?
Burnley,
no, they're not at all.
7 points above Fulham. Yeah.
But Burnley have got a game in hand over Fulham.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't see Burnley going down.
No, I can't.
I don't think they'll go down. I mean, I'm gonna go with a 3-1 Man United winning this game.
I'm going to go 2-0 Man United.
2-0 Man United.
Yeah.
I think we've pretty much agreed on the winners of every game so
I think
far.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the first?
That's the brilliant thing about.
the change,
Yeah.
like Michael Jackson.
I think that's the brilliant thing about football though, because like it all seems quite predictable this weekend when you look at the games.
Yeah.
But you know it's good that Burnley will win 2-1.
Yeah.
So, something to be thrown in the mix.
They'll get a shock win.
Yeah.
Right, so we move on to our featured FIFA game, and as you can see on the gameplay, I think Liverpool have just gone 5-0 up in this game. So. It is at Ellen Road though, it is a tough game. It's Leeds v Liverpool. It has got the potential to be the game of the weekend in my opinion. Leeds are 10th in the league and they've got some good, they've had a bit of good form recently, Leeds, haven't they? They've got some wins behind them.
Yeah, they've won their last 3.
So they're going into this game on home soil. I mean Liverpool, they've also found a bit of form recently as well, haven't they, Liverpool?
Yeah, they've also won their last 3.
Yeah, so I mean, this you would say it's the two form teams at the minute taking each other on.
Yeah.
I don't think it will be as one-sided as what we're seeing here on FIFA. I mean, this is an absolute pasting.
Yeah. No, I don't think it'll pan out like this.
Do you think Liverpool's Champions League exit is going to affect them in any way in this game?
To be honest, I'd love it if it did.
Yeah, I mean they got absolutely taken apart in the first leg against Real Madrid.
First leg, yeah.
And in the second leg though, it was a very cat and mouse game with Real Madrid not giving much away really, and it was always going to be 0-0. I think that was Real Madrid's game plan. So
yeah,
I think Liverpool will feel upset that that there wasn't any fans in the ground, because they could have easily have pulled that back if there was fans in the ground.
Yeah.
But they didn't have the mentality to get that early goal and create an atmosphere for themselves, I think. So knocked out deservedly overall. Will that affect their league form?
Yeah, I don't know, mate. I think that's going to spur them on going out of the Champions League. If I'm honest,
Yeah.
I think they'll get top 4.
Especially with their recent form. I mean, who are they? How many points behind Chelsea are they?
2 points. 2
So
points
they're-
of Chelsea,
and
3
what-
points off West Ham.
Well, so one win. If West Ham lose their game against Newcastle and Liverpool win this game, they'll be up in 4th, won't they? So
Yeah.
I think Liverpool will win this game.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be 2-0 to Liverpool.
2-0.
Yeah.
I think this game's going to be full of goals.
Full of goals, just like this one that we're
Yeah.
watching.
But I think it'll be a lot closer than this. I'm going to go for a Leeds United 2, Liverpool 3.
Oh, great game. What a
Yeah.
game that would be.
Yeah.
Let's hope so. For Leeds' sake, they hope it ain't going to be like this one. So we move on to Tuesday night football this week, and it is the return of the FA Cup semi-finalists, Chelsea. They're at home to Brighton.
Yeah, I mean Brighton are another one. They're down there, but you'd like to think that they'll stay up and they've done enough. You know, they're 7 points above Fulham, and they've got a game in hand. So you'd like to think they're staying up, but
Yeah.
again, you never know.
It's a tough game though against Chelsea away from home. I mean, if they lose this and results go
Exactly
the other
That's
way,
what I mean,
it
yeah.
could well become a nervy end to the season. Chelsea, they're going to be flying through the fact that they're into the semi-finals of the Champions League. By the time they play this game, they could be in the final of an FA Cup. But it's going to be a tough ask for them against Man City in that. So
Yeah.
I think we might see a shock in this one, mate, and I'm going to go with Brighton to win this game 1-0.
Really?
Yeah, I think we might see a shock.
Oh, I do like a shock. Yeah. Oh, that's blinding. I'm gonna go for a 1-1 draw.
Yeah. Right, so Wednesday and 6 PM we go to White Hart Lane in North London. Spurs v Southampton.
Ooh.
We've already spoke about Spurs in their game against Everton, so we won't go into too much detail with Spurs again. Southampton, they're coming off the back of an FA Cup semi-final themselves against Leicester, so they could also find themselves as finalists. But I think Spurs are going to find a bit of form in this game. I think Spurs are going to get a 2-0 win.
Yeah, do you know what? I actually think. I know that we've actually got a game before this and all that, so we could get injuries or players get even more fatigued or whatever. But I'm just going to go out on a win and say that we're going to beat Southampton 4-0.
4-0.
Yeah.
An absolute thrashing.
Yeah. I think to be honest, I think Southampton will go out of the FA Cup against Leicester.
Yeah.
I think they'll be down on that.
Down.
But I think they'll
get hammered by Spurs.
Yeah.
Lovely. Right, so later that evening, it's off to Villa Park, and they will be facing the champions-elect Man City. Not much really to say about Man City, is there?
No.
I mean, they've walked it. They're going to win the league. Fancy them for the Champions League. Fancy them for the FA Cup, and fancy them for the Carabao Cup. I think they'll win everything this season.
Yeah.
Villa, they're 11th.
Safe.
Not much to play for now, really. I mean, they're 5 points off Tottenham in 7th, so I mean, Spurs are 3 points off European football themselves, so
they've got a game in hand as well.
They've got a game in hand. What does that make them? 8 points off. Yeah, 8 points off European football, Villa. So I think the season's done for them.
Yeah.
I think Man City are going to turn them right over, and I'm going to go with a 3-0 win for Man City.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a 4-1 Manchester City win. Yeah.
So we agree.
City.
Right, so we round it off, and this will be the last game up until next weekend. So Thursday the 22nd of April, we're off to the King Power. It's a bit of a derby. It's Leicester v West Brom. Leicester need to they'll need to win to try and close that gap to Man United if they want to finish second. West Brom, I mean, even West Brom have got a couple of good wins recently.
Yeah,
but they're still pretty much cut adrift at the bottom of the league, aren't they?
Yeah, they're 8 points off of Newcastle. I can't see them clawing that back, really.
Nah, so I'm going to go... Do you know what, actually? I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw.
I was going to say a 2-2 draw. I'm going to go... do you know what? Leicester City 1, West Bromwich Albion 2.
Oh, so you reckon their good form's going to continue?
Yeah, I reckon it will.
Well, so that's it then for this week and our predictions.
Yeah.
I mean, let us know what you think in the comments about A, our predictions, and B, what you think the scores will be.
Yeah, let us know what you think the scores are going to be, guys.
7-0 in this game.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pasting, mate.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be like that, but 7-0 FIFA's predicted in the game of the weekend. So remember to like and subscribe to our channel, D&M's Football and FIFA.
Yeah, make sure you go and check out all of our other videos, and listen, guys, take care of yourselves. Oh, bye, guys.
Bye, guys.